Does this here look familiar to you? Because I know you've been skipping legs. But to be fair, you got a point. It's not because you don't care about your lower body, it's because leg exercises are so insanely fatiguing. So that means you don't feel like you have a reason to push through them. So what do? Skip them. Well, I think I have a pretty good solution to that. The anterior-posterior split. Most of you haven't even heard of it yet. But what's so special about it? The split consists of two workout days. Anterior, consisting of muscles like your chest or your quads, and posterior, consisting of muscles like your back or your hamstrings. Now you're probably wondering, how to use the split and how will it get you to stop skipping legs? Well, as you may already know, most leg-based compound exercises like squats or deadlifts have a way higher muscle activation due to the higher stability demands. Not only will this cause way more soreness after a set, but because so many muscles are used, blood flow requirements increase significantly, which puts a lot of work onto your cardiovascular system. All of this happening at once is often just too much for most lifters, which is why they often skip the exercises entirely, because they know there's no chance they'll be doing that back to back. If you think I'm exaggerating, this study compared core activation on both the squat and the plank, both taken to failure. Turns out, the squat outperformed the plank in the muscle group they only use to stabilize the exercise. To add on to this, there was also an extremely high muscle activation on muscles like the lower back and spinal erectors. Well, the anterior posterior split basically fixes this by splitting it two main compound exercises across two different workouts. This could look something like two sets of squats and two sets of leg extensions on the anterior day, and then two sets of RDLs and two sets of hamstring curls on the posterior day. Make sure these are done at the end of your workout to not sacrifice your upper body. That way, you will reduce the amount of fatigue in one session, which will give you more of a desire to train legs. In addition, the anterior posterior split has even focus on every single muscle. Unlike other splits like upper lower, which sacrifice your arm training, the anterior posterior split evenly trains every single muscle. If you'd like, I made an example of an anterior posterior split which you can use for your own training. But just remember, intensity is far more important than optimal split. I'll see you in the next one.